This is the Wuben X5. Now, blade-style rechargeable EDCs that output over 1,000 lumens are not very unique nowadays, but what makes this one stand out isn't just its cyberpunk futuristic aesthetic, it's that you can run this off of regular AAA batteries. And if you'd like to see me test it, hit that like and subscribe button while you're watching the intro titles, and we'll get started. Let me start with a quick unboxing, and then let's just see the contents of the box. This is the Wuben X5. It is a flat blade-style EDC flashlight with a very futuristic appearance. It looks like it could be a movie prop from a Ridley Scott film or a Mass Effect game, but despite its futuristic appearance, it has some very useful and ergonomic analog old-school features, starting with our selector dial here. You can select it from lockout mode, so nothing works. There's 2 buttons on the base to activate it. Or if you switch it to a white light mode, the primary button, the top button there, now turns on the light. You have momentary, press it down, and you have constant on, and you can also see that it has a battery charge indicator. Blue means that it has over 90% of a charge. Red means that it has less than 40% of a charge. And if you tap it, you can change the brightness. It goes from eco, low, medium, high, and turbo, and it also has mode memory. So it remembers that the last one we had was eco mode. And in addition, you also have a laser button. Turns on your laser, and you can run the laser also with the light, the flashlight, at the same time. That's useful if you're trying to illuminate a room and also want to show somebody specifically it's something you want to point out to and still illuminate the room. Now, it also has a UV mode. You have momentary, constant on, and you could also run this with a laser for whatever reason. Maybe you have a reason for running both of those modes together. Now, this switch here opens up our USB-C charging port, and that charges our battery. And this switch and lockout, love all the little lockouts. Press that, unlock it, and you've got your battery pack. And it also can run off of 4 AAA batteries. So if you can't recharge your battery pack, just go to your local convenience store and get 4 AAA batteries and you're good to go. Not quite as bright as the lithium battery pack, but still bright enough to use. And not only can it charge via USB-C, but it comes with this cool lanyard, but it's more than just a wrist lanyard. It's also a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. So that's really cool. I usually don't run my flashlights with a lanyard, but in this case, I actually want to keep the lanyard on this flashlight just to have easy access to that charging cable. And it also has a really nice deep belt clip that also can be removed should you not want to run it with a belt clip. So really, a lot of nice features on this flashlight, really well thought out. We'll give this a full recharge and we'll give it a test next. I fully recharged the battery before starting the test and let the unit run for about 10 seconds to warm up the battery chemistry. As you can see, my testing rig is not a NASA-designed scientific instrument, but I have calibrated it to a reliable 100 lumen light source. Next, I swapped out the lithium battery pack for 4 alkaline cells. Now, 4 AAA batteries only output about 2 to 4 amps, less than the lithium rechargeable pack. So the output should be lower, but how much lower? Well, we'll find out. Again, I'm going to set the flashlight for turbo mode, its brightest setting, and we'll see how much it outputs. And based on my same adjustment calculations, I was getting just under 1,000 lumens, which actually is pretty darn good for alkaline cells. This is on Eco, low, medium, high, and turbo. And this is so bright that it's just blowing up the entire camera. So I'm just going to cycle down to low, and you can see that it does have a hotspot that is approximately 6 feet wide at this distance. This is in UV mode, and this is with the laser. Eco mode, low, medium, high, turbo, and the laser, and the light at the same time. Industry standard drop tests are from 1 meter or 3 feet. I'm going to drop it from 6 feet twice onto rocks and dirt, so we'll see if it still works. I fully charged the flashlight, and we're going to see just how long it will run on a full battery. But don't worry, you're not going to sit here and watch paint dry. I'm going to set the camera on time-lapse and speed things up. How long do you think this will run for? Leave a comment right now with your best guess. Before we talk about the X5, I just want to remind you to hit the like and subscribe buttons right now. Hey, it just takes a second, and it's absolutely free. They don't charge you to become a subscriber to this channel, so thanks for taking a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons right now before this video ends. And I'd like to thank Wuben for sending out the new X5 for me to test. In many ways, it's kind of like just a skinnier version of the X4, which I've also reviewed, and you can find a link to that video in this video's description. But there are some slight little differences. One, the X5 does not have a magnetic part of it, so you can't just stick this onto a door or what have you. That's not a deal breaker. Also, this is a little bit thinner and longer, so it's a little bit more like knife shaped, like a pocket knife. That's why they call them blade style EDCs, and there's a lot of manufacturers coming out with blade style EDCs nowadays. That this differs from all the other ones that I've tested in that this not only can run off of an internal rechargeable battery, but can run off of 4 AAA batteries, which is a pretty cool feature. If there are any other blade EDCs out there that you can do that with, please let me know in the comments, but this is the first one I'm seeing that can do that. Blade style EDCs fit in your pocket a lot easier than the traditional round tube style EDCs, and this has a nice deep pocket clip. And you can also not only remove this pocket clip, but I failed to mention that there's another set of holes on the other side to let you swap the position of the clip. Though I kind of wish they would have put these extra holes or these alternative holes on the other side of the body so that you could change the position, the orientation of the clip 180. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I overall love the design. It's very futuristic. I love the analog controls of this. I much prefer analog controls to just a single button where you have to memorize the button press combinations. This one you can just switch it from UV to regular light, and it has a separate button for the laser. So yeah, it's really easy to remember how this thing works. You don't have to memorize anything too complicated with this. The one thing I wish did have is I wish this was a little bit more waterproof. It is IPX65 rated, which means it can survive rain, but it cannot survive a full water immersion, so don't be dunking this into a pool or dropping this into a toilet. That's possibly because it is analog, has analog controls and switches, which means that there's a lot of other points where water could get in, but I think that's a fair trade-off. I much prefer analog controls. So if you're interested in picking up one of these, you can find more information on this and as well as the X4 in the video description. And of course, you could always read my blog, moondogindustries.com. And by by the way, if you leave a comment and put hashtag Wuben, Wuben said that they were going to be checking out this video and maybe checking out the comments. So maybe leave a comment and say, hey, Wuben, give one of these away to one of Moondog's subscribers, or have a contest or something. Just leave a comment about that. So thanks for leaving a comment, and thanks for hitting like and subscribe. And thanks for watching this video. God bless. Moondog out. What did you think of the video? Leave me a comment, and you can always chat with me on X, Facebook, or Instagram. You can find useful links in the video description and check out my other videos, channels, and my website, moondogindustries.com.